Your audience is receiving your content. Yay, you are live. Yeah. And good evening, everybody. It is March 4th, 2020. Time for the night shift here. It's not going to be a long one tonight. I've been ultra busy. Missy, nice to see you, sweetheart. All the best to you and yours. Always get a little shiver of delight every time I see Missy come into the chat there. Hello, Big, Sexy, and Coach. What's up, Coach? Uber, how you doing this evening? And we'll let the room populate. Sweet Pineapple, nice to see you tonight, honey. I give you a crispy pineapple salute there. Nice to see you. Julie Army Mom, how are you doing? Julie Army Mom, I had a dream about you last night. You had a short leather mini skirt on with a deep plunging V-neck, what would you call that, cashmere sweater, and you were the stick person on the craps table. It means you're bending down and you're giving the boys behind the thrill and everybody on the rail up front thrilled too. I gotta laugh. Hello, Lolly, Princess Tanya. Hey, XYZ, nice to see you. Hello, MLE, welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Thank you for the sub up, and nice, very nice to see Sweet Pineapple over here. Hello, Blackhearted and Charlotte. Nice to see you, Julie Army Mom. You know, we had a really bad glitch occur tonight, and I knew something was going on. Remember months ago I told you guys, and welcome aboard everybody. You remember months ago? Okay, Emily, welcome. I'll probably forget, but I'll try to remember. You remember months ago I told you I had an empty playlist, and I woke up one morning and there's nothing in the playlist. It was called My Greatest Hits of like 2013 or something like that. Something that I set up years ago. I never filled it up. Well, you know, back in June or something, I got a strike on it. And I appealed it, and you know, normally they would check an appeal within a couple days and get back to you. I never really heard anything until I was remonetized, and I dropped them a line, and they said, it's nothing, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. Well, they removed the strike, then it came back, and then they sent me something tonight when this whole YouTube glitch came down. They sent me a thing that says, decision on your appeal. Good news, your playlist did not violate YouTube's terms and conditions. I'm like, yeah, but I already suffered the penalty for it. It's like telling somebody that was jailed for 10 years and then innocent. Oh, we found the right person. Sorry about that. How you doing, Carrie, Joe? Nice to see you. Kimberly, how are you doing tonight, sweetie? So I was watching my friend RV Debs. She already lost one channel to hacking, right? She already lost one channel to hacking. I'm not quite sure she got hacked, Deb. I think she got caught in the switches of a YouTube glitch. It's almost like they discovered, remember those stories, tax years, like years ago, you'd have this story that came out of the IRS or at the post office at Christmas time. There was so much mail to sort that I don't know, at 4 a.m. in the morning, a person went postal in the post office, the sorting room, and they just grabbed a big, hefty contractor's black bag, and they just took all the mail that they could put their hands on, and they just stuffed it into the hefty bag, and they threw it in a damn dumpster. You know? Hey, you did a good job sorting that mail. Yeah. It was a great day today, Tammy. Hey, how you doing, Tammy? Yeah, it was a light day today. Or the IRS, when they would be processing tax returns and somebody got so overwhelmed, they just chucked them in the trash can. Don't worry. You can afford the penalty you get for failure to file. Well, the same thing, hey, Patricia. The same thing, hey, Dee. The same thing happened tonight. With this YouTube glitch. You couldn't find anybody's subscriptions on there. How you doing, Smooth? Yeah, Smooth says, mine was out for an hour, now it's okay. Mine's okay too, but in that hour, how you doing, Victor? There was total mayhem. total and complete mayhem. I've already got notices. You want to know how cheap I am? Okay. I'm still running XP on the computer in the kitchen. Why? Because I like XP. It's bulletproof. It's slim. It's a real nice program. But I've been getting these little warning messages. YouTube's, Google support for this browser will be ending soon for this operating system. I'm like, oh crap, Now, little by little, they're stripping away components. Like I can't see side chat anymore on the thing. I mean, it's going crazy. Then I'm clicking in. Hey, Alpha Wolf, it's true. How you doing, Dave? I'm clicking on. Hey, Vicky, I'm clicking on tonight, and I see RV Devs live. I've been hacked again, and I'm like, oh fuck, what happened now? And I click in and said, oh, Rosie, I tried to call you. Well, I've been on the road. I've been busy with Missy, Jenn. We're going to get to that in it's been a hell of a busy day. So I don't always answer my phone, as D-Dub can tell you when he calls me. Yeah, Smooth's getting the same message for me for Windows 7. So we're going to have to figure stuff out, but Deb's believing that she got hacked again. And look, if you have, as she did on her new channel, she had something like, how many videos, Jen? 50 videos or something that were removed due to content violation. You wouldn't even be able to live stream. You wouldn't even be on YouTube. So obviously it was some kind of glitch that's going on. So hey, Penny Pincher. So I didn't get real bent out of shape about it. I don't know what to tell her. She's been through the mill. But I can tell you this, if you are a content creator, okay, make very sure that you use that two-step verification process, that if somebody signs in on a computer or a phone, a laptop, a notebook, a pad that's not recognized, and unless they have the code to get in, then they can't get into your account. And that's the important thing. Review on Little Caesars. I don't know. I'm trying to put up content, but I'm trying to tell Deb, how you doing, Maxine? Nice to see you. I'm trying to just keep Deb calm, because she's been through such the mill of having lost the channel to Dr. Pimple Popper. It's been terrible for her. So, but I think her channel will be okay. Hey, Joey D, how are you? So it's nice to do. It's nice to see D in here is going to do a review on a 7-Eleven pizza. I'm worried about the coronavirus too. Banned sale of Corona beer. Oh my God, they must be cringing down in Mexico, right? Oh, this bueno, Dio, mio Dios. Yeah, this cerveza's mas problema, big problem now. We need to change the name, right? More times than Tucker changes his name. We got to come up with a new name for this beer, man. It's coronavirus in a bottle. Really? Yeah, it's scary. It is. And D's like, I'm worried about the loss of Corona beer. I'm gonna tell you, don't buy me a Corona beer, okay? I don't like Corona beer in a can. All right, I don't like it. I'm not shading Missy. I'm with the times. I mean, surely Tucker can take we joke around. I haven't gotten involved in that whole scrum, but I'm saying they definitely need a new name. Now, it's already been in my state. They've got 2 people in the county here that have it. Just tonight, a employee at Facebook up in Seattle is diagnosed with it. God knows how many people he or she infected at the place. How you doing, Carl? I'm going to get to that in a minute. Anyway, let's do the important thing first. I hope you saw the video on Miss. I put up a lot of content. I know it was like the old days in 2013. I was bombing the content away. The ride over the Golden Gate, it was beautiful this morning. The sun was just rising. It was absolutely glorious. We had a great time. I found out Denny's is getting a little sneaky with their menu, but Missy Jenn really did good today. I mean, to have that doctor sit there, and it's been the same doctor. He's a renowned PhD and of course, a PhD in medicine and a PhD in chemistry and a PhD in microbiology, and he's an associate professor. This guy's an egghead of the first order. Okay, God knows what they pay this guy. He's known Jenn's case, and to have this guy, this doctor, who we were very lucky to get. I mean, I believe that he took on the worst cases. You know, you send in your stuff, maybe they take your case. When Jenn was in Kansas City, we had to gather up all the records and hope for the best that she would be accepted into the program at UCSF, which she was. But this doctor's like, I'm looking back at the notes in the last, it's been 5.5 years we've been gone down there. It's hard to believe. And he said when she first came in, I just thought, well, we're just going to make her as comfortable as possible. You know, she's probably not going to be with us much longer because in her family there's a history of, thank you, Lolly, there's a history of very rapid, you know, loss. When you have the MS, that was disheartening. I told you guys, I rushed to build a wheelchair ramp here. I was doing everything again. I first thing when she got here, we put the bathroom, we tore the tub out, we put a roll-in shower. I used to pick Missy Jenn up off the floor. You know, I used to help Missy Jenn get a shower and get cleaned up and stuff. I mean, it was really scary. It was really, really scary those first 2 years that she was here. And this doctor's like, I can hardly believe looking at her today. And I said, it's almost like she's fought this thing to a standstill now, you know. And it's actually, she's improved some function. And he's done a lot of testing over 5.5 years. It's like, yeah, she seems to be improving. So I'm really glad. The T cells triggered the B cells, exactly. Her appointment went beautifully, Shay. It really went. I'm nothing moon dancer. She's, if not me, somebody else, Bobby or somebody else. She's, I'm just really happy when I can be by her side. And I got no problem jumping out of bed at 4:15 in the morning and getting on the road at 5 o'clock for Missy Jenn. She does so much around here to keep the wheels on this place. She put up with so much stuff. Tracked in mud, dirt, when the van build was going on, having to deal with an extra person in the house. And every day, where did knife go? Where's the good kitchen scissors? Where's the bowls? Where's this? Where's the can openers? And I'd have to go out, hey Jay, I would have to go out and steal my stuff back, right, out of the Shine Shack there. Not that it was stolen, but if you borrow something, you should be determined to return that. So I'm happy to do that for Jenn. Like I say, she went through 4 months. You know, even filling tread holes where the van sunk down out back and things. She really did a great job. And I would turn it around and show you, but I'm not on the cam. I'm on the camera, so if I turn it, it'll all fall over and everything. Let's see. Yeah, it's all. Yeah. So I would have to track my stuff down all the time. I'm still short a couple steak knives around. The really nice, I think they're the Henkels or whatever, the really nice knives. I'm not saying he has them. They could be anywhere around here, but we're very, very thin on the ground with plates and bowls. We have a really beautiful set of china that Joey D gave us. Beautiful Taiwanese set. It's not the kind of thing you want to use every day. And we got some party dishes that we put out when we have, you know, if we have a party coming up here and get Sean down and Whiskey OG and some other people to come in and JK NoCal and Joey D and some people and Handsome Robert to have a party. But we don't have a lot of the everyday stuff. I don't want it. I don't want anybody standing. We just have Dollar Tree stuff. Yeah, D-dubs, I have lots of knives I can give you. Hey, man, make sure, don't hand that to me with the handle first. I'm not sure where, I'm not sure. You know, Julie, I have not even looked for, I never stopped once, my hand to God, to look for that laptop. But I can tell you this. There's a lot of things that Elvis and I disagree on. We're different in a lot of ways. But one thing I can tell you is that I've never had any inclination of a belief that Elvis would take anything out of here that didn't belong to him. Yeah, he tried to nip a couple towels from out there. He saw that they were nipped from hotels. I don't know. But like, where'd the towels go that are the guest towels that are? Oh yeah. Oh, I must have put them up there by by accident. Yeah, Chinese dollar stores will be $2 stores, and that's something. Invite Dee and Mallory at the same time. I might not be a great idea. How you doing, Eric? Eric, I'll probably be down in Vegas on Sunday if you're going to be around. Certainly no later. I'm looking at the weather a little bit, and I'm going to get into this a little bit. Yeah, you've always enjoyed my long time. Well, I'm telling you now, it's like my vacation. Missy Jenn just walks around. I wish I could show you her face. She's sitting over there watching her YouTube videos, smiling ear to ear. We're on vacation, right? Hasn't it felt like we're on a holiday? We got no responsibility out there. I mean, there's one more little dump run to be made, but, you know, I got to figure out what the hell to do with this huge roll of coin flooring out here. But otherwise, we're pretty good, huh? I felt like I'm on vacation. So the bottom line is Missy Jenn is doing wonderfully. Oh, you're in Salt Lake. Yeah. Okay, Eric, go chooch over on the East Temple over there by the Econo Lodge. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, man. Do not, under any circumstances at all, Eric, do not take Michelle and you over to East Temple and chooch around that area, okay? It's a nightmare, man. I'm just telling you. Ask Dee, okay? Do not do that. Because I'll tell you, you're in Salt Lake, you may be tempted to be like a Rosie, okay, and go out there. And unless you got the pepper spray, how you doing, Icy? That night, Dee and I went out there. Dee's like, Rosie, I know you like to chooch. You know, we came out of Vegas. We were hot. We were on a roll, man. We were throwing 7s and 11s on the come out line. And I said, Dee, what's cool in Salt Lake? Dee's like, I can't stand Salt Lake, man. Are you kidding me? And I'm like, oh, Salt Lake's not bad, right? Later he found out it wasn't bad. He had a great tour of the good side. How you doing, Sean? But he's like, the stuff you like to do, Rosie, this is perhaps where you may not want to go. I got off of that bus down there that broke down, bus number 3 or whatever. They took us to the herky-jerky Econo Lodge there. And it's really scary around the neighborhood. And you know what I'm like, yeah, right, Dee, okay? Come on, man up, right? You're the Detroit Crushers. Like, Rosie, you don't understand. That place is lit over there. I'll go, yeah, okay. We go over there, man. The first pass is pretty rough. Okay, and I'm like, okay, we escaped, okay. I got rehydrated on the walk back. It was hot, and Dee bought me a $7 bottle of water or something. And I was feeling chipper again, and I'm like, Dee, we need to do another roll by there. That second time, man, it was lit. That chick was in my grill on that sidewalk there. The motel has a chain link fence, a rolled chain link fence that opens to let you into the hotel. The window on the office had a hole blown out. It looked like a shotgun. It had been shot into the office. How you doing, Sherry? Sherry Anna. And my goodness, I told Dee this certainly lived up. That person came closest besides Quinn with two N's for getting pepper sprayed. So the bottom line is, Eric, don't go over to that area. Okay, that's too scary. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you what. That's an area I would not recommend that you go to. I did talk to the physician today about the coronavirus. This is a research PhD microbiology, PhD in chemistry, PhD in medicine. Okay, one of the foremost neurologists in the nation. This guy knows a lot about a lot. And I asked him straight up, what's your gut feel about the coronavirus? And he said, well, you know, there's a lot that we don't know about it. We don't know how it'll spring or summer over. We just don't know. It's too unknown at this point in time. It's a variant of the SARS group of viruses that struck before. And it's certainly much more lethal, 30 times more lethal than traditional influenza. But he did talk about overreaction, and he did talk about, you know, in a month or two there may be a vaccine or something like that. How you doing, Rachel? Hey, Zeus, there may be a vaccine or something like that. This guy, you couldn't panic this guy for anything in the world, and he seemed pretty calm about it. But you have, it's proven now that animals, there's a dog that's infected. Hotels in Hong Kong, just for shits and giggles, I thought, wouldn't it be cool? I can get a $400 round trip ticket between San Francisco and Hong Kong, and I can stay in a nice 3 to 4 star hotel for $30 US a night. That's how empty things are over there right now. That's how bad the trade has been hit over there. The prices are that low. But then I thought, that's a long way to go to get, might not be let back in the country. If I leave, you know, they might ship me off to the fucking middle of California Central Valley, some kind of holding detention camp where I don't have access to good Wi-Fi and signals, and I can't be on YouTube, right? It's worrisome. The state of California late this afternoon declared a state of emergency. They were kind of on the front end with San Francisco, the mayor of San Francisco, declaring an emergency. But it's very difficult. It's very difficult to understand what we're really facing here. The good news is we're coming into the springtime. The bad news is we don't know a hell of a lot about this virus. We know it's wreaked some havoc on Wall Street. You know, we've had two, 1,200 point updates. We have 800 point down, 4,000. You know, it's kind of things are going haywire out there. I'm going to do a video tomorrow on just how dumb Las Vegas one hotel group is in the face of all this stuff. They just redefined stupidity in there. Put that on, put that on tomorrow. I would be accommodated to Travis Air Force Base. Exactly. Now, there are risks when you travel. It does spread quickly. But according to this physician, it is less communicable than traditional influenza strains. In other words, it's a bit more difficult to get it through airborne, but if you do get it, it's a more serious type of virus. So in other words, I left there with one of the foremost chemical and biochemistry guys, and then he's like, I got no idea. You know, we have to wait for more information to come out. Supposed to go to 2 concerts and see 2 comedians. Well, I hope that works out for you. Okay, there's risk to travel. There's risk to be in a van. There's risk to Elvis being in the van right now. You know, floating around the county here. If you are home, and the doctor even suggested that Missy Jenn may want to postpone her infusion from April till June. He said, you might want to stay kind of homebound and just take it easy and limit your exposure to the out community and things like that. And but she said no, because after 6 months, the Ocrevus infusion I get really wears off very quickly, and I really feel like crap towards it. So I'll risk it. I'm going to go get the infusion in April. Yeah, Missy Jenn is doing great. I'm the big carrier risk, right? I'm everywhere. I'm driving everywhere. You have somebody like Elvis is going into a Little Caesars and whatever gym to clean up. And I mean, the more you're out circulating food stores, fast foods, the higher our risk profile is. Okay, absolutely, the higher it is. It is a current, like the common cold. Unfortunately, no cure for that. Yeah, but it's much more lethal. It's much more lethal than that. So we will have to see exactly what the outcome. So what does it mean for me? I've been looking at the weather forecast. I'm still thinking I'm a go for Sunday to go down to Las Vegas. Like I said, Dee and I have some unfinished business to do down there. I think the first 2 days might be good, and then like maybe Tuesday and Wednesday, there's a chance, still less than 50% of some showers and things like that. So we will, I just have to think about the way that we're going to go down there. I know that the bookings are way down in Las Vegas. I know that. So yeah, Dee is. I'm going to hopefully be meeting Dee in Vegas, and then I think we're going to be traveling a hell of a lot, and I said last night, Tammy, I don't know if you were here or not, Southern California, Dee wants me to see Joshua Tree Park. I told him he should see Palm Springs and Cathedral City. We should do a day tripper into maybe Slab City, kind of get a feel for that situation over there. In other words, it's a good time to do some poking around the Southwest now, because it gets outrageously hot. And then maybe roll down to Yuma, Arizona, and accompany Dee over the border to Los Algodones. It's like, I know where the good stuff is now, down in Los Algodones. But if I go back in, I'm known as Titas Grande, big tits. Now they're going to see me with another guy down there on the streets chooching around. They're going to think I'm some kind of mule for teeth, bringing people down for dental work over the border, or a paid escort, one or the other. I'm not even sure if I'm going to go. I will go into Slab City because I do know somebody in Slab City. I know Community Cause, who's been a friend of mine, a supporter. He comes on my chat once in a while. He's OG Slab City, so he's the kind of guy. I know there's a lot of people that want to mooch. I'm going in stripped down, man. I'm telling you that there's not going to be a lot of kid in my bag and stuff. So, okay, how you doing, Snickerdoodle? Yeah, Jenn, and all girls chooching weekend. Of course I would. All weekend, all places. In the bathtub, in the shower, in the bed, in the kitchen. Yeah, that would be great. Strip it down, take it all off. I mean, I'm going to have a decoy fanny pack on, and everything. Everything will be hidden and secure. I know too much about that. But I think with me, ain't nobody going to mess around with Dee. Dee, I've told you before, he's a pretty imposing presence out there on the streets. How you doing, Eddie? Nice to see you. Slab could be scary. It might be the kind of place. I think Dee has been. I don't know if Dee said he's been there before. I haven't been. We had an idea to see Salvation Mountain, but you don't park by Salvation Mountain, okay? You might as well put a target on your back that says, "Rob me, I'm a chump," or con me out of everything I have, or wake up in the morning and I don't have any tires on my van and stuff, okay? For me, it may be the kind of place that we go into as Dee and I just look at each other and say, yeah, no. Okay. There's not enough here. I mean, you do have the range, you have the library, you have some other things. But you have a very degraded living situation down there. Yeah, Slab City, Palm Springs, and Salton Sea. So I think it would go to slip in and out of Slab City, just say, been there, done. I really want to get to the Salton Sea. Sherry Anna, I got to have a talk with you about the Salton Sea. I got to understand. Tell me, honey, what the attraction to the Salton Sea is. The Salton Sea is. To me, I just don't know. It's smelly. It's high salinity. There's always rotten fish on the beach. I just don't know. So they fly me and pretty much when I or so off of YouTube. Yeah, I know Mike. I'd like to meet. I've known Mike Living Free. I've been on panels with Mike before. I think he's got a bit of a higher opinion of Dee and I. No shade being cast, but I'm just saying I've never had a problem with Mike Living Free. It's not like people are superstars on YouTube, but I'm not surprised that Mike didn't last long. Dan, Mike showed up on my chats before recently. It's not like I thought Mike was going to stay in Slab City. It seems like you're either cut out to be a Slab City person long term, or you're just in there for a day or 3 or 5, and you're like, this isn't for me. I think he went in, he got attacked by dogs, he got some crap stolen. Who needs it? Who needs it? Yeah, it's not safe. It's not safe. In other words, if I let me put it this way, if I went into Slab City, I would be staying at Nyland, which is the town. I'd be boondocking in Nyland. I wouldn't be staying overnight in Slab City. Okay, I just wouldn't be down there. It's too lawless. The Imperial, yeah, Mike's okay. Yeah, I don't have a problem. It's too Wild Westish. There's just too little. The law enforcement from Imperial County sheriffs is just too thin on the ground. It wants to be down there. If I'm in Nyland, I have a Walmart. I got facilities there. I'm not that far from the other towns too, so it makes it a lot more interesting. Hey, Hidden, how you doing? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I would meet Mike. I've been on panels with Mike before. Mike's been on my chat. I've popped over to his chats too. Let's see. Sherry Anna says, I understand what you're saying. That's why I wouldn't want to stay there. I just want to kind of just go through and see what it's about. Yeah. What my thinking is, like Sherry Anna said, you want to just see it. Say you went there, look around a little bit by the light of day. If you can hook up with somebody, like if I can pull my vehicle into Kaz's compound or whatever, then I feel like I can have a relatively safe go of it. Bella said, please sell everything you have and get out of California. Woo! Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, it's like they're Walking Dead. So now somebody asked if Marshall would go along. It's let's be real. We've really identified this situation over the last couple of days. I'm going to get something to drink, and then I'll see how this. I'll talk about how this meshes together here. Let me just get something to drink. Yep, Missy Jenn's looking good. She's the bomb, Lloyd. Like, oh, it's nice to have you along. Like, I just sit there like an idiot. sat in the same seat every time. Same seat. Here's the deal. I don't tell anybody what to do on YouTube, but I think we've all identified by this point in time that we have things that we enjoy: urban, van dwelling, supposedly food with foodies, which I'm a little bit at a loss about that. But otherwise, he likes to do driving chooches. I enjoy driving chooches. But I like to walk around, and I like to look at things from a historical perspective. And I like to walk a lot. Okay? He doesn't enjoy doing those kind of things. Okay? I'm not casting any shade. I'm not throwing any shade. The only thing I'm saying is being back with Dee, which Marshall hoped would happen anyway. He's like, yeah, that's who you need to be with. Traveling with people like Dee that are, young and enjoying, and even though he's older than Marshall is, I can't make somebody like chooching, right? I can't make somebody like simple foods, or I don't want to have to, I'm thinking, how many times did Marshall and I go out chooching to Windsor or Petaluma, wherever the place, Santa Rosa. And I would tell him at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or the night before, hey, let's chooch Petaluma tomorrow. You got plenty of time to pick out something. Go pick out a place that you'd like to try out. We got the money. People sent this money to eat. And then what would happen would be we would get on the road, we'd get down there, and then we'd be deep into the chooch about 7 o'clock. Excuse me. And we want to eat. And, where do we go? Well, who knows? Then we're doing stuff on the fly, right? So you get what you get. You have somebody like Dee and exactly Joe Smith. Pardon me. Dee is very easygoing, and that makes it a dream. Neither he nor I care about living to eat. We just eat to live and get by. It's just easy to be in the presence of someone you get along with, no conflict, and enjoy the company. Yeah, and I'm going to be honest. Marshall said as much, that you're much better suited for going out and hanging out with Dee. He'll do the things that you enjoy doing. You're supportive of him and what he wants to do. I enjoy people that succeed. And Dee sent me a message today, and hey, I hit 3.2K or whatever. I'm like, yeah. I'm happy. I'm excited. I like it when people succeed. I like to have it. One of the joys of being older is you don't have to. You've run your competitive race. You don't care anymore. You're just happy if you get to lick the plate a little bit. Okay, after the big dogs eat. You know what I'm saying? We do. We make good content together, and there'll be other people. To be met with, how you doing, Carlos? There'll be other people that we'll meet up with too. Would I meet Mike? Yeah, I'd meet Mike in a heartbeat down there. I want people to be open-minded. I don't want people to trash talk me behind my back and then be yeah. If you want to meet me, I assume because you like me. Okay, and that's the bottom line. That's the only thing I worry about. Let's see, I made your cream cheese icing. My husband licked the bowl tonight. There we go, Jolie. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's the beauty of it. Find it hard to find. Join in it. Geez, relax and enjoy life. That's not to say I don't miss what Marshall best. Marshall's already declared himself homesick and wants to head back to Chicago. Anything that can hasten that would be good. And then, just get yourself situated in Chicago and get your life going there. See your mom, and you're right back where you want to be. You're in your domain at that point. Nothing wrong with that. So no shade, no nothing in that regard. How you doing, Cheryl? That's what I like. Hey, walking, I definitely chooch with you. I don't want people to walk unless they enjoy walking. Dee just happens to be in great shape. Okay. That makes a really, really, really big difference if somebody's with you and they're able to go the distance and they don't care. They just enjoy your company. That means so much. And then Dee says, there's stuff I want to show you too. I want you to see what a sunset looks like in the desert. Okay, I want you to see what it's like to experience some of the cooking by the D. In other words, there's stuff that he wants to do, and I welcome that. I so look forward to that. But I'll tell you, there's also that safety aspect of traveling with somebody who truly would lay it down for you. You know what I'm saying? Out on the street with no hesitation whatsoever. I know you would, Tammy. My world, no Casey. I would walk anywhere with you, Rosie, and Tammy, for sure. D-Dub and Kitchen Stadium would be epic. There'll be a time when D comes over to the Rancho. But he understood. You know, when I told him, I think he had some idea it might be nice to come to the Rancho. And I said, D, I got to get the hell out of Dodge. Okay, I can't do any more over there. I came back from our travels in October, having come out of San Diego and had such a good time. Mexico. And for the next 4 months, it was just like a buzzsaw. And I wanted to be the hell out of here. I deferred a lot of stuff that I usually do in the wintertime to work on this van. And you know what? The clock keeps ticking, yes. But he doesn't have to disrespect and put down. He's trying to make his life better, like you. I don't know what to say, Sherry Anna, because number one, I don't really listen to the content too much, and I know Marshall's heart, and I know Marshall needs to put some fuel into his channel again to get going. It doesn't really bother me. Okay, it doesn't bother me because I have other things I can do. I can hang out with Dee. I can do stuff with Jenn and the boss and Jen and Bobby. It's not the end of the world. How you doing, Peachy Pie? Nice to see you. And you know, we'll be friends, but you have to remember, we came out of this thing, like I said last night, we were compressed springs. Neither one of us by the end was doing what we wanted to do. Okay, and we were just getting more and more compressed by the day. Well, when you pass through those double gates and you got the Lisa Marie, it's a whole new world out there. Nobody's gonna knock on the window at 11 a.m. and say, time to get up. We got to get working. Okay. All right. I'm not going to come knocking on the van door and tell them, let's clean up. Let's stop and clean up today. That's not my job. It's not something fun I enjoy doing. So when somebody talks about how long the van build stretches out, I get up at 5, 6 in the morning. I'm ready to go. Johnny on the spot. And all that. So, yeah, Bobby, I want to hear Bobby's state at the Rancho. I don't know if we may be having all dinner. I think Bobby wanted to treat us all to dinner or something. I have to do Bobby's taxes. How you doing, Velveteen? So, how you doing, hipster? Let's see. So I just about 4 hours a night. Hipster does me good. That'll, you know, if I get 4 solid, I'm good on that. Now, when I'm traveling, I'll sleep a little more. But it's nice, like Dee and I usually like 9 o'clock, we're kind of zinging around and text messaging each other, "Are you up yet?" and all that. So we're just different people. I don't know Marshall's plans. I know that Chicago is his first love. If you know all the places, you know the services, you know where you can get cleaned up, you know where the food is that you like to eat, it's a good place to be. He's not seen Mr. X for a long time. Let them have some fun together. He's not seen Mr. X since he took off for Mexico. I believe in July when he, when he rage took off down there. So, you probably do, hipster. You got other attributes that I'm sure that more make up for it. So they'll have a good time together. And there's a high likelihood I'll be back in Chicago, and by that point, months later, I'll be in a situation where I'll be happier to do minor things and to do minor works, but no more big projects. I want to spend time on the East Coast. I want to show you guys some stuff that I know. I'd like to show you a little more around my state in the beautiful eastern shore of Maryland, and all kinds of things and stuff, and I enjoyed it. Hello, Kathleen. What was your response to Marshall's rant about you not controlling trolls yesterday? My only response would be this: a troll is not a troll. In other words, a troll is not baked in the cake. We can say that Carlos Martinez is a professional troll. Okay? I think we can all agree on that. Carlos is just a hellraiser. He'll go around and tweak some people to get some smack going and some chats. It's what Carlos does. He's a professional troll. But isn't it funny that people can come over to my chat and be positive and be upbeat? The Bob Sakamonos, for example, a guy who has supported me many times on Super Chats. Yes, he's put some messages out, but guess what? He's still around. Okay? On my channel, he's a positive. Okay? But you take the same person, you put him on another channel. Now he's called a troll. Okay? I'm going to put it out there, and I'm just going to say it. And I might get some lash for it. I don't know. I might get shaded to the nth degree of frozen solid, but I'm going to put it this way. My channel is not dominated by trolls. Elvis Travels' channel is totally dominated by trolls. Okay? They are the ones that steer that channel and run it, whether he likes to admit it or not. If I ever had to have a mass ban-a-thon, if I ever had to come out and say, I'm doing a once-a-year amnesty, it's a once-a-year deal only, I'm unblocking everybody, my block list would be pretty short. It wouldn't take me 2 or 3 days. It might take me 20 or 30 minutes to go through and look at it. Right? It's not a channel that's dominated trolls. I do some stupid shit. Like the stupid crap I did at who in the hell is Stewie's remembrance service. Stewie, getting buzzed up and making an ass out of myself out there. I paid a price for that. The other crap that I do. Okay? If people come here because they enjoy the positive vibe and they enjoy the content. Ask yourself, why did they come to your channel? It's all like Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. We're all like Jacob Marley. Remember the beginning of A Christmas Carol when the ghost of Jacob Marley came back to Ebenezer Scrooge, told him you're going to be visited by 3 ghosts, the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. He was also dragging a ton of chains and locks on him. That's like YouTube channels. That's a perfect analogy of YouTube channels. Is we all click locks and chains onto ourselves. We do it to ourselves, and then we have this super long line of stuff that we drag for years. Right? Did you see the Stewie thing? Did you see the other glorious stuff that Rosie has on the internet? Well, let me show you. You know, it's a whole, we all drag the chains around. Don't add to them. Okay? Try to saw one or two off if you can. All right? People judge you. People come in fresh. I had a ton of people say, I'm seeing Elvis in a new light. Maybe not so much now. I don't know. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dano. You know, I couldn't run my life like that, nor could he run his life like mine. And we have someone in the middle, like a Mr. X, that walks the line between the two. Well, I think, Jay, I absolutely have better chances to make content. I don't have to, you know, wake up and think what I'm going to do. I just thought to myself with Dee, like yesterday, hey, Dee, why don't we get, hey, man, we're around the area. Let's go to Joshua. Let's go to Laughlin, okay? Let's go down on the Colorado River and let me hit the heated pools for a couple days. And then we can get day passes for pools for $10, and there's a couple free pools in Palm Springs, and we can go down there and make content and take people around Palm Springs. Man, that's real content. That content sells itself, right? That content sells itself. So, you know, I do have a very, yeah, it's going to be fun, Jay, and I do have an advantage. But I can tell you this, I do treat people with respect. And I do care about what happens to people. As evidenced, like I told you before, the story of Eric the Goat Man, the Eric the Goat guy. I mean, I saw Eric as a guy who was down on his luck and could use a couple dogs and a few dollars and a few subs. But someone else saw as an opportunity to swarm in like a locust and suck out what he could out of that channel. Very disconcerting, very disheartening to me. That night was very, very disheartening. And appearances of coming on panels and talking just, you know, oh, I'm not going to get into it, but just stuff that's not fit for people to hear on panels and things. Let's see. Yeah, it's not a large job, Patricia Wakefield, but it's not my responsibility to spearhead that campaign. Okay, that's something that the average person could go to O'Reilly Auto Parts or AutoZone and just double up 2 strips of gasketing material down each side. It's done. Should take about, if you clean off the old gasketing material, should take about 20 minutes to do that job. Not a high skilled job. Should be pretty easy. Yeah, it should be something that he could be able to do. Thank you. Love the Bridge Cinema. I appreciate that. I guess because of the content, the amount, they take the number of videos and they put a formula for views. Mine varies between B- to, mine goes from C-, it's been to B+, and it's been all over the map. I don't even know what goes into that figure, but I can tell you I've never lost a lot of sleep about it. Let's see, the locusts have already hit Africa. There's a lot of bad stuff going on in the world right now. A lot of bad stuff. Well, I'm just saying, D. It has to do with the volume of the return on the volume of what you do. How you doing? I'm not sure if that's directed at me. It says Jason. I already asked her that. She ignored my question. It's all good. Big dog. I don't know who was that, D, or I didn't. If maybe I didn't see the question. Rig coach. It's a dumpster on wheels. How do people make money off live streams with no ads? Well, people have the option to do something like a PayPal link and things like that. What are your thoughts on bolo ties for men? They're pretty cool with the right shirt. I mean, if you're authentic, if you're not authentic, you look kind of a dick, right? When you have a bolo tie. So. You want a fedora hat? Yeah, that'd be all right. Somehow, D, I can't see you in a beret. So the beautiful thing about traveling with D, once I get in the rhythm of things again and can be on the road for much longer periods of time. I've got to be back here in April for Missy, Jenn's Infusion. Then it would be fun to pick up an odd job here and there and make some money on the road too. Let's see it, Rosie. I asked if you could do it all over in hindsight. Would you still revisit it? Yes, I would, Wendy. I would. Yep. Because Wendy, I enjoyed the work, and I knew what the ultimate outcome would be, and it did not dissuade me from trying to be the best friend that I could be about that. We just have an inability. We have a troll recognition problem. That an inability to tell the truth of what dominates your channel versus what dominates my channel, and that's the bottom line. You get in. It's like the old expression, "Giggo," garbage in, garbage out. Okay, if you treat people with respect, try to minimize the dumb stuff that you do in life, then you have to haul less change around with you. So that's the way I feel about it. I can't feel any different about that. And that's my honest answer, Wendy, and I'm sorry I missed the question. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Did you install a kill switch that will kill the laser? No, Red Pill, I didn't put a kill switch. Yeah, all the kitchen stadiums were entertaining. Bring along your trips. Oh, thank you, turn of event. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So that'll be the difference between it. I can't stand sitting around a parking lot at a shopping center all day. I would go out of my mind. Or sitting at a lake waiting for the crane to take off and gracefully swoop and gain altitude over the lake off to its appointed rounds. Not my thing. I can't do that. I can't set up a chair in a park. I can do that for maybe an hour or in the evening, at the shank of the evening, have a little bit of a fire, have a couple beers, but to sit there and do that all day long. To sit around, hey Nell, to sit around nature preserve all day. Not my thing. Yeah, 24,000 troll meat grinder. I hope you feel better, Kathleen. Bring some of her blood to cut off. You have the time of life on the trip. Yeah, I'll be very happy. You know, I'm very happy. I plan on getting a lot of sun time and beach time. I'm going to be joining another club. I'm going to be in San Diego probably for the better part of a month. Hopefully in April. It might be might be two times. It might be April and it might be September. pick up another short-term pass for a gym and things like that. That's a nice thing to have. The big leagues. Thank you, Jay. That is the big leagues. When is this happening? I'm taking off Sunday. It would be Wednesday at the very latest. Wednesday morning at the very latest. I'm checking the weather and everything like that. I think you and Marshall are having this little feud for content and views. No, I think, what is it? Flavio's RV Life. I didn't plan anything. I was gone. Okay, I wasn't here when Marshall took off. I was in Vegas. Okay. I didn't do a farewell deal or anything like that. We never planned anything like that for views or content. It's just a natural way that we deal with each other on the daily. Yes, I'm going back to Vegas. I'm going to be meeting up with Dee. We got some unfinished business down in the art district. If the weather's good, I'd like to go down, hang out at, see Monkey Boy. We have an invitation to go visit him at his home, check out some more of his ranger stuff, get to know him a little better, maybe have a cookout. I mean, great content, and then we can roll on to Death Valley. We can roll on to Joshua Tree. We can roll on to some of the little ghost towns out there. We can go down to Palm Springs, Cathedral City, Indio, 100 Palms, all the date farms. There's so much content that we can bring down there. It's gonna be amazing, you know. And it's the best time to go before it gets hotter than hell and miserable down there. So. That's what Dee says. You gonna meet up with Eric the Goat Man? I advised him that I would be back in Vegas because I would like to just off camera just talk to him and just see what his life situation is, you know, and see if there's anything longer term that might be a benefit to him. To be honest, Wendy. Just to make sure he's safe, you know. I mean, that sounds stupid, but I don't know, what is he, 30 something, and I'm 61. So I guess the mothering instinct in me comes out. I worry a little bit about what I encountered down there. You know, I'm a little concerned in a very friend way, nothing else. Let's see, is it true? That's it. So the scene is live yesterday. He's a great. I feel really bad. Yeah, I do try to stop in his live and come in. Hey, Diamonds, how you doing? I worry a little bit. I worry about somebody like that to make sure they're protected against. This is part of my subject tonight about van life and coronavirus blues. It's more dangerous to be a van dweller. When you have to go into a gym for your daily showers and you're touching everything, or you have to, get your meals at McDonald's, and you're having a lot more contact with the public as a van dweller. I know Dee and we know that, okay? And these guys don't have the ability to, I don't know how their hygiene is, things. Just want to make sure that they have the stuff to stay clean and just avoid getting ill, okay? I just worry about that. Do you watch the YouTubers that do video on free stays, meal? Do you watch the YouTubers that do videos on, not really, Sweet Pineapple. I just think that they tend to maybe bias the reporting if you get something for free. It's like when we did Friday Night Foodies, nobody ever offered to give us a meal. A couple people gave us a free appetizer or something. But we couldn't do an honest review of stuff. So, you notice the way to secure. First one I have, I'm looking for the nail. Ramen, traveling seems to be more if I would avoid. Well, that's what I'm saying, Dan OB. Even though Dee says it's overblown, we have to be extra cautious as people that live dwell in vans and in and out of motels and restaurants and touching slot machines and touching buffet tongue. You know, we have to be a little more careful. I think that's what we have. That's what my point. And that's what I worry about. I worry about Eric and Michelle a little bit. I'm trying to get little glimpses of what the life is like. Not to be some stupid mother hen, but to just make sure that they understand the outside world. And it's easy to get in a very insulated bubble and not understand what's going on in the world. Yeah, and I just want to make sure that they're okay. So I don't, if I meet them, I'm not going. I just told them I'm going to be in Vegas if you're going to be there, so I get a better idea. How you doing, Devil? I'm doing good. So maybe we could spend some time together without the live streams and kind of understand how they're getting on, because it's, from the little bits I got in my ear whispered in, it's a pretty tough situation. What's your prediction on how bad the virus outbreak will be in Western countries? The doctor today led me to believe that it might be about 2 months till a vaccine is produced. That puts us into May, when traditionally viruses decline anyway. So it's just a question of what happens in the next 2 months. I guess my answer is Matowicz. It can get really bad. It can get really bad, especially over the next 30 to 45 days. I'm thinking of going down on Sunday Super Cereal. Hello, Golden State. Yeah, okay. Insane Chef said, Rosie, if you go to Laughlin, check out Outman, Arizona. Yeah, Oatman, is that with the donkeys? Insane Chef. Cheryl S. was talking about that. Installment of, let's see, I think that's the place, Oatman. It has the donkeys, Chef. Is that it going around? I think, yeah, with the donkeys, cool town. I think we'll definitely check that out. When is your interview with Jay Hayes? My interview is going to be conducted on Saturday afternoon. He will want to edit that, and then he will put that up and maybe do a premiere and a talk over on that. So I think that's the deal right now. That's the deal on when that's supposed to occur. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yes, I do speak to my children often. They're adults. I mean, how often do adults nag or hang on their kids, right? They're independent people. Let's see. Love your broadcast. Thank you, Yuck Boys. Make your own wipes. Cut a paper towel in half. Tupperware with lid and bleach. There you go. I already have lots of stuff on my channel from years gone by, from starting 7 years ago, but they're all, one's closing in on 30 and the other is upper 20s, so it's, how much contact do you have with kids on the go, right? We're all in a big text group, and I talk to them at least once a week on the phone. How you doing, Lavender? Nice to see you. How you doing, Nocturnal? Woo, there's Dave. Woo! We're trying to think about, Dave was thinking about a stream house or something like that coming up. Maybe that'll be the summer, fall, or something like that. So, nag my kids, that's cool. Typical Jewish mama. I love that. So, oy vey. Good thing. If they can't come up with a vaccine, I'm going to come up with a vaccine for this. I think it's the variant. The influenza vaccine does, the flu vaccine does protect you against some strains of it. So it's just trying to hit the right target. Hello, Jacqueline. Betadine is a good antibacterial. They may not be able to, but remember, every year they're preparing influenza vaccine. I got vaccinated about a month ago. Hey, perfect. Nice to see you. Yeah, Lysol's a good douche. That's it. Purell, $50 an ounce. Woo! It's crazy out there in the stores, isn't it? The way they're sticking it to people. I think Amazon, what did they say? Amazon took off 10,000 sellers off their list. Hey, Tracy. Wake up to snow in Mason, El Paso in the morning. Is anyone panicking? I don't think I am. I'm just going to live my life. If I get it, I get it. I'm significantly older than you guys, so it is what it is. Stocked up on toilet paper and Lysol wipes. Stop selling out. The third party seller. Yeah, the third party seller. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. If you owned a mask or a hand sanitizer, you would be rich. A little, I'm here on Long Island, and it's here. Yeah, it's here in California. Yet burned women panic does. Yeah, there's no sense panicking. Freaking, she's a pharmacist word with all the sick coming. Well, see, Sean, your wife is a pharmacist. She's right on the line. And the people, she has to go over and stand there and go to the pickup window and counsel people, and medicine's being passed back and forth, and I guess the people that the pharmacy techs are in even more risk. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Let's see that. Excuse my ignorance. Did they come up with the SARS vaccine? I don't even remember. I don't even remember if they had a vaccine. They didn't panic in the Black Plague. They just laid there and died. They didn't know. They thought, the Catholic Church laid heavy overtones of sin on it, and they took every opportunity to, people shape it for their own use, right? You can make your own ham with 50% water, 50% vinegar, a few drops of essential oil. That's good, Gina. That's good. Yup, it's true. Says, I still have shit left over from the Y2K hype. There you go. Woo, said people stockpile, but it makes them feel in control. That's great. I got a whole closet of toilet paper. I'm in control of this thing. Yeah, my daughter's a respiratory therapist in a hospital in Washington State. They have had cases there. Well, I'd be out on sick leave if I were her. I would be. That's like a woo. That's a high risk deal right there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All the stuff in the Middle Ages, they would just bleed out people, and meanwhile, rats were running around. And thank God that the monks were there to sit over their candles in their monasteries, and write all those copies of the Bible. Can you imagine that? The only link between education and the link of learning, right there. Yeah, you think you'd be hearing the Clipper song? Yeah. I have to get that fired up. Have to get that fired up. I didn't see Joe King is my favorite. I didn't listen to that last night. I'm going to show a lot of restraint tonight because I'm very excited about the what's coming up. I do like the crazy looking headband. His chef's like, I like the crazy looking mask. How you doing, Cajun Kev? I got lots of whiskey. Lots of whiskey. I think it's all for views. Joe King is my fave. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night. Buy stock in Lysol Company. Running his gums, huh? Worried about the flu. I stocked up because people were. Well, I did get a lot of thank yous. I got quite a few thank yous from people. I did a video about 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago, telling people very calmly on my Rosie Murphy channel, don't panic, just go out and pick up a few things now, okay? And some people did that. Yeah, tequila kills it, and a bonus, you lose your clothes, that's right. I hear you, Joe King, but I'm not over there watching. Okay, this is my excuses. I don't have to. If there's like a bad opera on radio, I don't have to be super glued to my seat and have headphones nailed into my head. I just, I go to bed at night and I watch Ozzie and Harriet reruns from the 1950s and 60s, right? Or Bonanza. I don't have to hear those rantings. When you think about why they're put out, everything has a reason. He wants this thing batted back and forth like a tennis ball. I'm not playing. I got bigger fish to fry. The best way to move on and just let it just die is to just don't answer it. I don't even hang around it. Right? Yep, I go to Chinese food restaurants, bathroom, and lick the toilet seats and leave. That's cool. Make sure you get underside where sometimes they'll have like explosive diarrhea and it sort of backsplashes up on the bottom. You want to get that part of it, right? I'm married with children. There you go, D. Watching Rockford Files. See, burn it down. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, if you're going to do it right. Do it right. Lick a toilet seat. I'll tell you, you guys are nutty. But I would say at this time, it looks like, I know, sorry, Lavender, it looks at this time like it's about an 80% probability I will be rolling out on Sunday. Yeah. Sunday morning I'll be rolling out. Okay, early. Thing is, I have to remind myself it's still winter time. It's still officially winter. It's not spring. And although we've had 36 days straight of no rain or anything, 40 days of no rain here, there could be rain predicted, and it could be in the 40s, and it could be pretty chilly in Vegas. So trick is, make sure you stay warm and avoid those huge fluctuations in temperature. Okay, that's the important thing. Because people that are van dwellers, full-time nomads, they're at much greater risk of illness because they have a harder time regulating their body temperature. Let's see, Chef King of Queens for me. I love that show. I love that show. Last year was hard. 10 Days of Misery. The Woo Flu. Did you see my video today, Julie? All the plum trees and the peach tree, the pear tree, the cherry trees, the orange trees. It is so nice out there. If I had a hammer all over the land, I hammer in the morning, hammer in the evening. Oh, good. I'm glad you did, Julie. I was named after somebody's series. Peyton Place. What? That was really a dumb movie. Have you heard about the cruise ship that sailed from San Francisco and back the next day it sailed? It was due back tonight. I haven't heard about that, Joe. Yeah, vans incubate virus, exactly. You have to be 5 times cleaner than somebody in the house. You don't have the air circulation the volume of air in the house. Take care, Joe Smith. You're at much greater risk. Let's see. Manowick says coronavirus isn't seasonal. It's rampant in hot countries, so don't think summer will kill it off. Well, Manowick, my friend, I want you to get a shot. I know you're down in New Zealand there, brother. Steel yourself, okay? Stiff upper New Zealand, the All Blacks. Be tough, mate. Okay? Don't let it throttle you. Okay. My money's on you, Matowicks, that you're going to cruise through this. That's what I worry about being in a van. Is that you're much more contacting the public, much more, especially when you're an urban van dweller. The cruise ship is being banned from docking San Francisco. 2,000 people on board. What a mess, huh? What a friggin' mess. That's why I say don't look at the crazy gyration. Oh, the market was up 1,200 points today. Oh, it's down 800 yesterday. It was up 1,200 the day before. This thing's gonna be like a wild swinging. Watch out! It's gonna be like a lead ball on the end of a string. It's knocking out everybody. I couldn't sit in a van, Bruce. Could you imagine? I mean, sitting in a park all day or in a nature preserve. It just defines the ultimate in a meaningless, directionless life to me. It's just the ultimate statement of just, in other words, my expectations of life are so low that I can go sit under a tree all day. I mean, I can't do that. No one to care for him. That's exactly right. Busted fridge and bright lighting attract virus carriers. I do these huge events with them. Yeah, you're exposed to a lot of people, Chef, for sure. Hello from Australia, Cheryl. Nice to see you. Hello from Australia. Look at that down yeah, you got to walk around. That's right. Cruises are cheap right now. I'll tell you, I'd be on my phone. Go to hotels.com and look at Hong Kong and look about a week out, like the 14th of March through the 28th of March, and look at the hotel price, man. You're getting the fanciest stuff known to man over there. Okay. Beautiful harbor views and things, $14, $20, $30 a night. Are you kidding me? Woo, how you doing, Tara? Let's make some more. I think we will, Kelly. Someday we will. Someday. A big convention canceled for the first week of it. Half their people are from Asia. They're having that all over Las Vegas now. You're going to flip out when you hear my video tomorrow about the response of one of the big casino companies. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like they never took a course in basic economics. My birthday's the 12th. I'll be 30 again for the 12th year in a row. Well, happy birthday there, Sean. I could sit in a nature. I can't sit in a nature preserve. I've got to accomplish something. I've got to learn something in a day. I've got to fix something in a day. I've got to take care of somebody in a day. Yeah, that's right. Wear a respirator the entire trip. I mean, I would go out of my nuts. So it's funny. It's like when I hear the things that you like or the things that I hate, the things that I like or the things you hate. That's exactly correct. I hate everything that you like. Okay? From the nightlife right on down the line. Deals will be had in hotels that are adjacent to cruise ports, exactly. All hotels. Every night you click on, well, now California declares a state of emergency. Some random dog has picked it up, proof that it's spreading around people. Have you tried a 360 camera? I think I did one thing one time and people complained they got a headache about it. So I'm keeping my stuff really, really simple. Cruise ships already have norovirus anyway. It's like another day in, unbelievable. Another couple days, wind stock will be below 100. Yeah, it is confirmed that animals can get it. Yeah, Vinny G called the White House today to find out where all the TP went. Vegas convention, lots of them this month. Yeah, I heard that, Julie. Let's see, tired. I'm getting killed with ads. What ads? I'm not me. I'm not monetized at the current time. You're not going to catch corona if you're flight attendant. Swearing. I just couldn't believe in a communist nation like, what would Ho Chi Minh say? Not good for business. I just think every day you got to just be prepared. Yeah, Steve Wynn was an excellent employer. That's good, Julie. Death is not the greatest loss. The greatest loss. What dies inside while still alive. That's well said, Sloss Lover. Would I be safe in Biloxi, Mississippi? I got no idea, Bella. I'll probably be the first one to go, right? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Ooh, I once was lost, now I'm found. Cat scratch fever, there we go. Dee's like, I'm not scared to die. Thanks, Zeus. I don't think I'm at particular risk for it. Yeah, this is Cab 7's channel. There we go. Yes, I sang in a church choir. The legend goes that as large as the family was, tuition at the school was $90 a year, a parochial Catholic school. If you sang in a choir, you get you got a half price. You got $45 off of your annual tuition. If you were an altar boy, you got $45 off of your bill. My mother, being my mother, walks into the office one day and says, gee, what if you're an altar boy and a choir boy? Then you get a free ride. Well, came home. Guess what? You're an altar boy and you're a choir boy. Come on and take a free ride. Do, do. Come on and take a free ride. Do, do, do. Yeah, you got 50 if you were the priest errand boy. I never remember any problem with priest. I mean, we would nip altar wine and stuff like that. That blouse is very nice, but it's not good. Yeah, it's a little, it's Hey, Jody. Well, God willing, I'll be out on the beach and rivers a lot this year, Sherriana. You sit around on the beach? That's right. You know, and you know what, Joey D? I earned the right, like you did, my man, to sit and relax and to be able to enjoy that beach time, and just knowing that I've got all my I's crossed and all my I's dotted and my T's crossed. I don't have to worry about a lot of everything. Okay, I mean, that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm in like the donut hole of retirement now, but it's okay. You know, I'm doing all right. Talking about going cashless because of the germs on the money. Yeah, Palm Springs. What was the straw that broke the camel's back with you and Bergs? I got tired of being hounded for money. You know, I would send 10 bucks or something. Okay, I won't bother you again. And then 3 days later, I haven't gotten anything. Light me up. You're greedy. Give them some more. I won't do it again. I'll be nice to you. And I don't even care anymore, Brandon. It's not even. It's like. It's you know, I'm not going to say anything negative. I've moved on. Palm Spring Casino has a prime rib buffet for $9. They also have the San Manuel Casino, which has the lobster buffet, the all-you-can-eat lobster buffet. I was in a Catholic school, but it didn't cure me, that's for sure. So I grew up swamp. You've forgiven Coach. I think everyone. Coach has been cherry to me. Gerald's been good. I felt bad when Gerald's bike got ripped off. I don't know. Some people can just. Gerald just made it 180. I think he just sat back and thought to himself, Rosie hasn't really done anything bad to me. I don't know why I'm railing on her. Just for being a friend of, friend of Marshall's. Yeah, money carries a lot of germs. Yeah, it's exactly right, Charles. I don't need to watch. I got bigger fish to fry. I don't care. I like the way I look. I don't care who makes fun of, and I could care less. At 61 years of age, you can dump on me all you want, but I'm out living the dream. New Zealand stopped exporting live lobster because China stopped buying them. The industry has gone bust. It was interesting. They did a story that for a couple weeks, air pollution totally cleared over China. It was amazing. People could actually breathe in the cities. And then in the last couple days, they noticed that some factories are firing up again over there. I don't know if it's premature or not. China's proven pretty effective at containment at this point in time. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. You're finally freeing yourself from what others think. That always felt good, Bella. I never worried ever what others thought. I never ever given anybody else control over my happiness except myself, honestly. The day you start worrying about what other people think on YouTube is the day you're already half sunk. My opinion when it comes to cash and the virus, the federal government playing with all the cash and go electronic, that we can see every dollar coming and going. Nobody was really very attractive with the exception of some young. I do okay in life for 60. So. Well, yeah, maybe, Christina. A lot of the ones that don't have a life. They don't, they're either shut in with mommy or whatever. They'll never be standalone people in life. So I've already accomplished a lot of stuff in life. So, love bombing. Forget about your cash having the virus. Send it to me. Yeah, package it all up. Put it in an envelope. Send it to Golden State up there. I gave up water chestnuts and refried rice with pork. Love to build condos. Well, a lot of these poor restaurateurs and things. I think I'll have a drink in a couple minutes. It's been sad. The trade is down at Chinese restaurants. I feel sorry for a lot of these people. Who are very hardworking, quiet, non-complaining people in life, and it's just really tough. Yeah, you can get the flu. You can get germs from money. Yep, absolutely. Hey, Valley Girl, I'll be right back. I haven't had a beer. I can't remember last time I had a beer. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the bone. Hammer in the evening. I think Friday night, I'm going to try to bake a strawberry pie. How does that sound? Strawberry pie. Yeah, this coronavirus isn't drink more Corona. Corona's going to have a fire sale soon. Yeah, I'll take a couple Corona. He just said he has Corona. Yeah, these aren't my Super Dukes either, Sherry Annie. These are my, Dee'll tell you, I got super ones. Car drove to the front dining room, still waiting for them to reopen. Yeah, strawberry pie is going to be good. I've had these strawberries. I picked them up about 10 days ago. So I got to let them ripen to get them super ripe. They'll be good. That's good, man. Do you honestly think Marshall grew up with anyone teaching him manners? Unknown to me. I don't know the answer to that. Fire sales on Corona. I'm like, yeah, we got to change the name of this shit, man. CCC. Muy rapido, muy rapido. You imagine that? Can you imagine that? Who remembers losing their virginity? You know, I don't remember, Red Pill. Make that pineapple upside down cake. That was delicious, Canadian chick. Delicious. Hey, Warren, how you doing? Might you find a good flight deal for nonstop from there to Manila now? I'll tell you what, on Cathay Pacific, Warren, the real thing is the hotels are, there's just nobody there. You know, they got crash rates trying to attract people in. It is a little scary. If you bake before we see each other, hey, can you save me? Can you imagine? I'm going to take D, Dan. I'm going to put on my teeny weeny pink bikini. D, look at what I baked you here. You can have the strawberry pie. Here you go. I love that. Madowix, make sure to watch my upload tomorrow. I couldn't believe an article I read in the article I read tonight. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. But you want to see the height of stupidity? Make sure to check out my video tomorrow, okay? Please. Please. I have 2 videos going up tomorrow. The morning one and then this one. Yeah, I'll take a coronavirus draft, please. And Warren, I hope you're doing well, by the way. Always nice to see you. The thing is about Las Vegas. Now, there's a town, I guarantee you, if they were dropping dead in the hotel rooms of coronavirus, you wouldn't hear a thing about it in the Las Vegas Review-Journal. You wouldn't hear jack shit on the news. They'd be carrying bodies out the back like they do with suicides and murderers. Moving them down, leaving them outside like on the sidewalk. Oh, call the cops. We have somebody's dad out here or something like that. Show Bobs. Show Bobs. Well, you'll have to go over to the Rosie McNamara channel, Stonewall. Yeah, but see, Madowix, that's counterproductive to travel, man. It defies economics. Still in your van with the Clorox wipes. It is getting ridiculous, Mama loves. It is getting ridiculous. Bring out your dad. Yeah, I mean, the Las Vegas Press and Chamber of Commerce would be the last ones to ever talk about what's really going on there. Of course it is. Influenza is still the leading virus killing people just because of the mass quantities that have it. Who was that? Red Pill says if you break a chlorofluorocarbon light bulb, you're supposed to call hazmat. There was an old mercury vapor rectifier tube. It's really cool. It glows blue when it's on, and it's really ghostly looking. And there's this Philips 1000 watt tube amplifier. It has all these mercury vapor rectifier tubes that takes AC and converts it to DC. And they say if you ever break one of those, you might as well just abandon your house if one of them ever breaks in your home. That's how scary that is. Mosquitoes have killed more people than all wars combined. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. You know, Las Vegas is the only place that just insists on running counter to the laws of economics, at least in the short term. I'll leave it at that. But sending many people to Nebraska to be quarantined, my home state, crazy. Yeah. Share the wealth, right, Mama? Share the wealth. I love seeing all your fruit trees. Oh, thank you, Valley Girl. Wait another week. The blossoms are going to be amazing. I love the smell of citrus blossoms. They're so powerful. They're amazing. And there's going to be we got a bumper crop setting up for this year. Do you think mosquitoes might spread the virus? I don't think so, Kaylee. I don't think that they do. I don't know. See, the big problem is we don't know this climate change that's going on now. I mean, we had 85 degrees, broke a record here yesterday, and a lot of things that get killed by wintering over and having an occasional cold snap, like below hard freeze, is essential for controlling pests and things and germs. So the incidence of disease could surely be rising. There's a skeeter on my Peter. Yeah, your street noises. Forget about West Nile, all that. I love magnolia trees when they're in bloom. They're beautiful. Yeah, West Nile. How about dengue fever? How about malaria? You know, I mean, Florida's all buggy and things. So when you're christening the new fire pit, didn't get my invite to the fire pit. I hope to be, if I'm gone Sunday, I may or may not be in Kitchen Stadium on Saturday. I probably won't be. So might be another week or so on that. Yeah, Lyme disease will take the edge off coronavirus. And then everybody be so worried about coronavirus, they step out in the middle of traffic. Yeah, get hit by a bus, MTA bus or something. Let's see. I about lost my mind when I saw glow-in-the-dark scorpions. Yeah, at least they glow in the dark. Yeah, I need a new table. I'm not going to be able to cut it. I think I got another table around here. That table probably saw its last mouse toes, deer ticks, and all that. It's like these bugs and bacteria and virus. They all wanna live. They like living too. They don't want to be wiped out. So could the rancho handle 350 for dinner? If we set up on the back 40 back there, I would say we could probably put up about, we could probably do 60 8-foot tables back there, 30 and 30 with good spacing between them. 30, 240, 60. You could probably put 90 but I would say 60, 30, and 30. 60 times 6 at a table, 360 people comfortably back there. Yeah. Do the Jerry Lewis and pretend you're cook at Benihana, stream it Saturday. Yeah. Tara, remember our favorite movie, The King of Comedy, right? Right? Rupert Pupkin. Room for a chocolate fountain. Yeah, the neighbors would love us. The neighbors would be pretty cool around here. Need more bathroom facilities. Yeah. Have you heard of the 1960s Frosty with Jimmy Durante? Frosty the Snowman was a happy, lucky man. Yep, I heard of that one. Did you hear Burl Ives singing Ghost Riders in the Sky? A man rolled out to them and he hooked it all to do. I hear I live. Once you heard Johnny Cash sing it, you don't want to hear anybody else. Ghost Riders in the Sky. Do 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 do. I know, Patricia. I do some pretty good imitations. Rupert Pupkin, I know. If they don't know about Rupert Pupkin and Jerry Lewis and Robert De Niro, they're missing one of Robert De Niro's greatest movies. That one. I caught some beautiful pics of Frost. That's nice, beautiful, great. Do you put them up on Instagram? I am on Instagram, so if y'all are on Instagram, I haven't put my things on the side. I took a lot of crap off the side right now. Till the monetization comes back. YouTube's so screwed up right now. Yeah, it was a great movie, The King of Comedy. I love that. Love that movie. The only thing I'll have up is every 15 minutes or so, the PayPal link will be there. It still shows up on the stream if you do the text-to-speech. Have a possum on your doorway to keep all pests and skeeter. I'm just on Twitter, never had an Instagram. Well, I'd like to put my photographs on there. Abbott Costello meet the coronavirus. Where is Johnny Wad tonight, Julie? Where is the great Johnny Wad? Johnny Cash, I fell into that burning ring of fire. I saw Johnny Cash's last performance on YouTube video. Man, it was tough. It was tough listening to that. That was really difficult to listen to. Cowboys Country Roll by American songwriter, film, and actor Stan Jones. That's right. Listen to you. 1 minute I learned something, the next I'm laughing. There you go, Kelly. We got Chooch and do. I love Ma and Pa Kettle too. Ma Kettle. She was one of the great character actresses. I can't think of her name right now. She was in a lot of stuff in the 1930s and 40s. I loved her voice. Twice Beyond. Yeah, Johnny Cash is a legend. That's a great song, man. It's a great American song there. Ghost Riders in the Sky. It's great. Marjorie Main, thank you. God, she was good, man. Marjorie Main. She was in the Women in 1939, maybe. I don't know what the hell it was. She was. I always liked her voice. Yeah, she was one of a kind. Ma Kettle, she was in something else. You liked Aunt B when she was angry. You know what the scoop on her red pill is? She was a bitch to work with. You could hear interviews with Don Knotts and Andy Griffith and Jim Neighbors talking, and Ronnie Howard talking about what a prima donna Aunt B was to work with, man. What a bitch. She squeezed the charming. Marjorie Main, one of the great character actresses. Yeah, yeah, she was always gossiping. Exactly. Nashville, there's a Johnny Cash and Patsy Cline museum. Should check it out. Snickerdoodle, there's also a place in where the plane went down. There's markers there, and of course Winchester, Virginia has some kind of thing for her birthplace there. Yeah, she tried to seduce Barney. God, I remember Don Knotts in the incredible Mr. Limpet or something like that in the movie theater. Something done. Yeah, Minnie Pearl. Oh boy, you guys bring back memories. Aunt B didn't have internet. What's your name so I can add it up on the other side since I'm on there? What's your name? It's Rosie.O'Kelly over there. It's in my link on my channel page on the main page. Yeah, the chicken. Yeah, the prison where they was telling Charlotte, were you the one that left the comment? Somebody did. I did the re-upload of the Green Mile, and I also left the a card for a link to the original Green Mile that I do with Missy Jenn. I'll probably be doing another one in April. They told me that the tornado killed a lot of people down there. So I heard of Crank Yankers, an American television Jimmy Kimmel that features actual crank calls. That was it. Yeah, I remember Crank Yankers. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Charla. Terrible. I feel very, very bad. Green Mile was a great movie. That and Shawshank Redemption, two great prison movies. Rockies make you think of whiskey. Always the whiskey. How you doing, Wog? What's going on? How you doing, Mark? And you know, Wog, sometimes I pop into your chat and you don't even see me, bro. You're so googly eye at Jess, you don't even see me in your chat sometimes. Mini Pearl were tagged on her ad. What? Do 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 do. Do 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 boo 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 do 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 la boo la do 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 yippee-i-oh yippee-i-ay yippee-i-oh yippee-i-ay ghost riders in the sky. Fellow Furlan Husky in Branson years ago. That's cool. Whiskey River. Whiskey's highly entertaining on his chats. I think he's got a good rap. And you know what? I'll give Whiskey credit. One day he blew me out, and he remembers this. 2 months ago, Whiskey just had it, man. He pulled the plug, and he said, "Fuck it, man. This is Whiskey Unplugged. I'm gonna tell all you mofo's this: content, content, content. Okay." Get out there, get the camera, and do something. And guess what Wog is doing now? He's out there bringing stories. Guys sitting out there guitaring for Jesus. And other people. Wog, you're doing it. You're bringing the content. You're bringing the content. How you doing, Goldie? Real content. And Wog just, man, you could tell he was hammering nuts that night. He was cracking the chestnuts. He was going off like I never heard him go off. And Missy Jenn's looking at me, and I'm looking at Missy Jenn. She's like, "Is that Whiskey?" I'm like, yeah, that's Whiskey. Isn't Whiskey the guy that's really sweet, the skater boy? Yeah. What's wrong with him? He's pissed off. Yeah. You gotta hand it to him. I just enjoy him a lot. He's very entertaining, and he's His song to the Backstreet Boys, yeah, I'm a narcissist, is just classic shit, man. It is so good. People seen him. Just good, good stuff. Very talented songwriter. Very, very talented. I mean, beer keeps me clean. I don't really drink whiskey too much. I prefer beer, as you guys know. Absolutely. I seen Minnie Pearl at the Grand Ole Opry back in the 80s with my grandparents. Yeah. I'll bet you did, Chef. I'm thinking y'all reckon you've been around and you've seen a lot of stuff down there around down south in Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama and all down in there. How you doing, Paradise family? Dolly Parton, my coat of many colors. Islands in the stream. Okay, take care, yup. That is what we are. I'd like to do a duet with Whiskey. I searched for you with a fine-tooth comb. I was walking. Do with the real thing. Do do. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. No one in between. How can we really? Yeah. What the hell ever happened to Barbara Mandrell? She like fell off the face of the earth? Did she die or something? Jesus. And she did it for she did it first, Red Pill. She did it before what the hell the hell I can't think of her friggin' name, that Whitney Houston. She did that song before Whitney Houston ever did. Hey Steve. She retired years ago. Yeah, I will always love you. Yeah, she did it before Whitney Houston ever did it, I guarantee it. I did see the movie The Bodyguard. Whitney was good. I wasn't much into Kevin Costner. I just she did sing that beautifully. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, love that song. Islands in the Stream. Yeah, I gotta get my guitar. I gotta get a guitar back. Yeah, Bee Gees wrote Islands in the Stream. That's right. They wrote, you can go back and see Bee Gees on TV in like the 1960s or something. And we're all going back to Massachusetts. Oh my God, there's some black and white stuff you wouldn't believe of some of these people. Never seen Dolly, been to Dolly, we've never seen her. Yeah, the Bee Gees were, they were good. They were really good. They, a lot of years. Yeah, you're the reason our kids are ugly. I also like, John Prine and, Iris DeMint. They're good. They're a good singing duo. You want to play with that, my drive to see my Eagles, yeah. Dolly and Kenny Rogers, yep. Islands in the Stream. Yeah, they were a good duo together. You know who surprised me as an outstanding singer in person and on recording with Jimmy Swaggart, was really an outstanding singer, musician. You know, Jimmy Swaggart, they wanted to sign him more than they wanted to sign his cousin, Jerry Lee Lewis. Y'all don't know that. Okay. The Jimmy Swaggart was cousins with Jerry Lee Lewis, and they offered Jimmy Swaggart a contract to be a recording artist. You know what? Jimmy Swaggart turned it down. He said, I got the calling. I don't want to be a recording artist. I want to be a preacher. Yeah, he was a genius in music. He was cutting the early stuff. Yeah, Iris DeMint. I love her, man. When they yeah, what was the song that they, John Prine and Iris DeMint, In Spite of Ourselves? What a good song. What a good song. Gonna go down that good for good stuff. right. How you doing, Azura? Anyway, I got a couple things coming up tomorrow, some good stuff. Something funny for the morning, early. And then I think about 7 o'clock in the morning. I may be out chooching tomorrow night, going downtown. See if we can get into a little bit of trouble. Maybe get a burger downtown, do a little bit of an evening chooch. Flying solo out there. Maybe we'll run into Steve again, huh? Steve and Mike. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for being on. There you go, boss. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. I'm gonna bail out. It's been a super long day today. We were up at 4 o'clock getting Missy Jenn on the road. Thank you for those of you who watched Missy Jenn's report today. If you haven't seen it, go over and show a little love on that video. Head over to the Rosie Murphy channel. I did Sunrise on the Golden Gate. Just a little slap and tickle cinematic thing with the cell phone set to a little bit of music as the sun was coming up beautifully over the city of San Francisco this morning. And then I did a video on our fruit trees in bloom. So Tara, heads up for you two. I'm going to be in the greater San Diego area in March, maybe Encinitas, up in Carlsbad, those kind of places. Really looking forward to seeing you, sweetie doll, and hanging out with you. We have such epic good times. I know. Jenn, nice to see you. Thank you. Good night, Patricia Wakefield, Charla. I am on Instagram, rosie.o'kelly. Do you play the guitar? I just play chords and things. You have a good night, Sherry Anna. Thank you very much, Golden State. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will let you, Terry, you'll always know where I'm on the road, honey, real time. I want to be able to treat you to a couple things. We can do a couple hangouts. I know I'm going to be back in Encinitas a little bit. And then up, I want to try to get up to Carlsbad and see what it's all like up in Kim Kardashian country. How would that be up there? Rosie dropping in on Kim. Hi, Kim. Is the world ready for that? All right, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thanks so much. If you wouldn't mind giving a thumbs up on the way out, it would be most appreciated. Laguna Beach, there we go. Can I go on the beach? All right, everybody. Thank you.